Ladies, when your man is not where he wants to be financially, here's what you can do to help.
Okay, it's a good one.
Ladies, you have to understand that when a man is not where he wants to be financially and you feel like you lost connection with him, it's not that he's ignoring you or that he no longer loves you. That man is dealing with a level of financial pressure that you may not even understand. Dude is going back and forth in his head of whether he's a failure or not, how to get out of this situation, how to navigate, like he's losing himself in the process because when a man is struggling financially or under financial pressure, he's not even making logical decisions most of the time. He's trying to figure out how to navigate. And if he's a really good man that takes care of his wife, his children, and his family, bro, this guy's stressed out. And you making it about yourself actually makes it worse when in reality, part of the reason why he wants to be financially successful is for you.
Yeah, that's a very good topic.
Yeah.
Financial stress.
Okay, let me ask you, have you ever had somebody in your life that was financially motivated? Like when they got into a relationship,
Yeah.
it was just for financial motivation, like that's what they were striving for.
Like, what do you mean? Like their partner is
The partner the partner wanted to become wealthy or thought that was the easy way just to get into a relationship and build wealth together.
Not really, no.
Hmm.
No, I haven't been in that. I felt the financial stress though.
Yeah.
And then I guess not being able to talk about it.
Well, men don't talk about it, right?
We don't talk about it.
We don't talk about it, especially with our partners.
No, we generally tend to just be like, it's fine. I'll figure it out. That's kind of how I'm wired.
Yeah.
But yeah, I might go quiet and stuff if I'm stressed about things like that.
Yeah.
And another person takes it as something else, but it should be talked about more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is times where like, because I've made mistakes.
Yeah.
But
I've made
mistakes. Right? Where you financially are supporting a partner, but you don't get that. But they don't see that.
Yeah. I've never financially supported a partner.
Oh, yeah.
They've all been very independent women.
No, but as like a man,
Yeah.
right? When you go out for dinners,
Oh, yeah. That's a different.
you pay for dinner.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's been times where like I put myself in a spot where if I wasn't doing well back in the days when I was young, right?
Yeah.
If I wasn't doing well, if no matter what, I still paid for dinner.
You still figured it out.
Still figured it out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. There is pressure though. Like that dinner thing is pressure.
But they don't see it.
At a younger age. Now I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Because again, I've been with somebody that was just financially motivated to be in a relationship because they thought that their financial
But to make money with you, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you wet it out.
Yeah.
It starts showing, the reality of it starts showing at a certain point.
Yeah.
But
I've never understood that people that get into things like that, like to make money together. I always feel like that's a rough.
well, you know,
spot to be.
when you're getting when you're in that era, because every man goes through it. Every man, you can't say that unless you get like inheritance or whatever. Those people, they don't count.
Go through what?
They go through the financial stress at some point.
Oh, 100%. I'm
Right?
still going through it. Every day's financial stress. It's fucking garbage.
As we walked in here today, this
Yeah.
getting his boxing bag
Listen.
hung up in the middle of our studio here.
Yeah, but that's a different situation.
On the middle of the
My gym takes backseat to nobody, okay?
That's true.
Is priority before me.
That's true.
Gym comes first, then me, then life.
That's true.
Okay?
Think about that. Now, what can you actually do in the process? Well, number one, pray for that man as much as humanly possible. And if you don't know the word, then you should learn the word. Because if this man is out here grinding, when there's a lot of guys out here who are deadbeats, you should honor that man. Pray for him as much as humanly possible. Pray for his spirit, because right now his spirit is torn. He's trying to
I don't know what praying does, but that's just a bunch of whatever nonsense. Praying does.
Hey, no, if you believe in that, you believe in that.
It's a belief. You're not going to get more money because you start praying.
No, there's couples that are religious couples.
It
Right?
doesn't matter if you're religious. You're not going to get. Your situation isn't going to change by praying, bro. Come on, like. Jesus.
No, what he's trying to say is that if the man is working his ass off, or
Right.
you don't appreciate that, or you don't show
Right.
show the appreciation,
Sure.
he's gonna feel it, and that just adds on to the pressure of what he's going through.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times where men that work I've seen men do double shifts, like 16-hour days,
It's stressful, man.
right? Without
Very
getting that little bit of
Support.
support.
Yeah. It's a real thing, and I think in the Indian community, it's even more
Yeah.
out there
Yeah.
because all you do is kam karo kareo, and it's like that same hamster on a wheel, which is for most people in this country or in the West.
The thing is, in our community, it's all about status, right?
Yeah.
And so if you're like, man, somebody that's a cleaner at a Safeway or Sobeys,
Yeah.
right? Their partner, especially in our community, would up and leave if another person that was in a higher status
It happened.
would come,
Yeah.
right? Especially, I'm gonna say it. It's not mostly from India people. It's actually the people here.
Yeah.
The kids that are born up in Western world,
Yeah.
they know that if their partner can't provide financially, they can up and leave anytime. And if somebody else comes better, if somebody better is coming along,
Yeah.
they take that ride. You can't say that.
True. Yeah. I don't think I've been with people like that, but maybe because I haven't struggled maybe to that level, but I don't know. There are other people out there. I think so. Yeah.
Trying to figure it out. That's number one. And number two, aside from praying for him, speak life into that man. Remind him who he is. Because right now he's losing sight of who he is. He's looking at his failures and he's calling himself his failures in the mirror. He's losing sight of who he is. Remind that man who he is. And number three, keep reminding him that you're not going anywhere, that you're going to hold him down, because that's what he needs right now.
Yeah.
Because he feels like everybody's leaving him, that people are going to leave him, the pressure, everything associated. Remind him that you're going to be here and that no matter the financial situation, that's not the reason why you were with him to begin with, and that you're going to lock in with him no matter what.
That's hard to find.
Yeah, but it's also, I don't know. I think people, when you have kids and you keep adding pressures onto your life, car, bigger house, more financial problems, more burden, you got to work more to fund that lifestyle. People get into that situation, man, and it's not good.
Yeah.
Even I've been in it at times, but I've managed to maybe just stay one step ahead of it with the house, with the cars, with all that stuff. But yeah, you gotta be.
No, but you've been able to handle your shit, right? Like you have been. We all go through it where we have the financial stress of something going on, right? Whether you're not in the right position, whether you're not in the right job, right? The business is not doing well. It happens. It happens to everybody. The thing is, you're relied on your partner to be the support that you need, right?
Yeah.
But if that partner up and leaves,
well,
or adds to that pressure, that doesn't help.
Yeah, but also it all comes down to judgment, man. You should be with a woman that's not going to do those things.
Yeah.
That's not going to get up and leave. And a lot of guys, let's be honest, have really poor judgment when it comes to the right woman. Like they'll be with somebody that they don't see the signs. I don't know. You can't teach some people judgment. Like you just can't teach that. I think some people just don't have it. They just don't have it.
Well, a lot of it comes down to people just being stupid about,
or your life
who they want to
experiences haven't given you enough,
yeah,
history where you can make the good judgment call.
Yeah.
But judgment's a big thing, man.
And I think that's why it's so important for people to travel. Because like when you travel, I think you can have school education, you can have street smarts, but when you go and travel and see how other cultures are and how other people are.
True.
You learn a lot more.
Yep.
And I think it helps with the relationships.
It does. Yep.
Because like when you go to like Italy, man, their relationships are like,
it's different.
It's different, And you can
over
tell.
Here, yeah.
That's what he needs right now, sis. And if you can't provide that to him, or you feel like that's too much, and the reality is you probably shouldn't be in his life. Because he got enough pressure that he's dealing with right now that he got to figure out. And again, any good man that's worth his weight in gold cares. And no, everything's not about money, right? I talk about this all the time. We put God first above all things, but let's just be honest. We live in a capitalistic society, and men are judged by what they can or cannot do financially. We were born into this world. So yes, we want to go and achieve and make money and take care of our family and do the best for our wives and our children and give them a better.
Money makes that everything revolve. It's such a screwed up system.
It is.
The whole monetary system, and we could do a whole video on that too. But yeah, I mean, financial stresses are there. I think in our community, it's just exacerbated even more.
Yeah.
Because of the lifestyles Indian people want to lead and show and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You see it everywhere, man. Like, it's crazy. And it's getting worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think hard work has been like put out the picture.
Yeah.
Everybody wants the easy way. I just had a guy.
That's why there's so many scams. Why do you think Indian people have? By the way, I have to tell you a story afterwards.
I gotta tell you a story right now.
Okay, fine, Tom. But just don't make it long.
Yeah, it won't be long. This guy, I'm sitting at a lounge and he comes up to me, like he works there, right? He's like, bro, I found this amazing thing that was gonna make us, like, that'll make you a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, right off the bat, I'm like, okay, let's hear this, right? It's some app. You deposit money and every 3 weeks it doubles. Okay. And you get the return. I'm like, bro, listen, because here's the thing. When somebody like that who's already like really into it, like he went on Google. He's like, I'm like, bro, are you sure? Because this is a scam. I'm like, I'm telling you right now, this is not real. I'm like, Google it. He's like, he Googles it, and it's a UAE approved thing, but it's not actually. They just have the sticker. Okay.
Oh my god.
So he really is into it. I'm like, bro, listen, if you're just gonna test it out, put a couple $100.
No.
See how it is? No.
It's
listen.
a scam.
He was already doing it. He was already getting into it. He's already deposit.
He's like
into it. Whatever I would have said would have just he would have thought that I was just
like
bullshitting him.
In 1 year, out the other.
Right?
Yeah.
Because people like that, you can't tell them something because they'll still want to do it because they don't want to miss out on the opportunity because FOMO, right?
Yeah, FOMO is big.
So here's the thing. I told him a couple $100. I'm like, try it out. Whatever, you lose it, you lose it. Okay. Yesterday, he tells me he put $6,000 in it. He's like, if I was going to do it, I might as well do it. He put $6,000 into this app
and it's gone.
2 days later, it's gone.
$6,000?
$6,000.
Bro, what the heck?
Like, it's a scam. It was a scam site. The UAE thing was fake.
Man, that was rough.
Quick money.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, you learned your lesson?
There's no such thing as quick money, man.
I'm like, you learned your lesson now?
He's like, put $6,000 into it?
$6,000 into it. I'm like, you learned your lesson?
Was he like devastated?
No, he's like, I'm never gonna do any of this thing again.
Great, man.
Well, you learned your lesson.
I think this is done.
It's almost.
Better life. So yes, sis, nurture that man right now, while he's going through his journey and his process. It's the best thing you could do. Ladies, you have to understand.
Yeah. Thoughts?
It's a good conversation, you know.
Yeah.
Financial stresses, especially with, I don't know. I feel like Indian guys go through that stuff quite a bit.
What do you think, like, after watching this video, what do you think men are asking for from their partners? In your words.
I don't think they're asking for like financial help, but it would be nice to have somebody that could just maybe understand it.
Yeah.
You know, kind of understand the pressures. That's enough. If you know somebody's like, hey, like I got you, what can we do? Or have that conversation, and not just assume everything's always good. I've been in that situation where it's just like everything's always good, and like he's good and he's doing all these things, and not maybe asking those questions like, hey, is everything good?
Yeah.
Besides asking to check my bank account, maybe just be like, hey, what's going on? Like, you know, just be a little bit more and less judgy. Way too much judgment.
Yeah.
Like.
You can't think of your partner as less of a man just because he's going through something.
Yeah, like don't judge too much,
right? We can't open up to you if you're gonna judge in that way.
Yeah, like and you know you have to put yourself out there, so you got to be vulnerable.
Yeah,
and be like, hey, like you know this thing got kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
and so I'm behind the 8 ball here, but it's not an easy conversation.
No,
because I feel like they see women judge right away, and then it's like and then you almost like lose a little bit of pride. There's a pride, there's ego there a little bit.
Yeah.
That gets kind of punched.
Well, and the reality is men are a little bit scared because if they really love their partner, right? Now, we know that women have multiple men DMing them, whatever, trying to interact with them in some sort of way. Okay?
Yeah.
Especially with your partner.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, when you as a man open up to your person, especially in the financial reasons, right? The woman looks at you less.
Yeah.
Oh, this man can't handle it.
Yeah.
The reality is maybe he's going through some shit that is affecting him, right?
Right.
I love it when a man like comes out of that relationship and then does like the biggest like blow up, like
Revenge.
My-
Revenge is always good.
Yeah. I'm going through the similar situation.
Revenge money. Revenge money.
I'm going through
Hit it. Hit
It's
it.
funny, you know?
Yeah, it's good. It feels good. Whatever. Do it.
Anyways, give us your thoughts.
Yeah.
Good.
Subscribe, hit. And can somebody go follow our Instagram account? We're dying over there. Just kidding.
Yes, please go hit the Instagram link. It'll all be in the description below.
Yeah, forget YouTube for a while. Go
Yeah.
hit up and
Yeah, y'all been killing it. Anyways,
yeah, go to our Insta. What is it? Sim and Sing?
Sim Sing.
Sim and Sing. At Sim and Sing.
Yeah.
Put-
it has a
put-
blue check mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought that. Anyways, moving on.
All right, we'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you keep checking. Peace.